Today's video is sponsored by Surfshark.
I believe in cheating respectfully. I never tell my man like, oh, you can go cheat on me. So cheating respectfully to me is cheating where I don't find out. Is having control over your other women. Is using condoms and not having babies. Like, cheat respectfully because believe it or not, your man is cheating. But I'm not leaving my man over a one-night stand with a period. I will only leave my man for three things. You bring me home an STD, you have a baby on me, or if you gay. Everything else is work outable for me.
Yeah.
I'm glad the fact that him being homosexual is a reason to leave makes sense.
I mean,
what do you think? Is there a way to cheat respectfully?
it's not what you do, it's how it's done. But it's not, if it's part of the clauses, then it's not cheating. You know what I mean? If you're okay with it, it's not cheating because you didn't go outside the clauses of what you had in your relationship. That's it.
Right. It's not cheating. It's exercising his options.
No, it's not just like exercise. You're stupid. But it's just
High value men don't cheat. They just exercise their options.
like whatever you got. You try to slide that. You try to slide that shit right past. You just try. You really try.
Hey man, listen. Go
No,
for it.
it's not.
What do you
It's not.
think?
It's not that. It's just what are the clauses of your relationship? You know, right now we have options. What are the clauses of you being together? That's it. That's what it is. That's really what it comes down to.
Here's the thing. I suspect that the problem with this is that she don't want to encourage it, but she don't want to know, right?
Yeah,
If you're playing me, keep it on the low,
but that's
because her heart can't take it anymore.
I don't wanna know if you blame me. Keep it on the low.
Let's go.
'Cause my heart can't take it anymore.
Classic song.
But
If you fuck you better than love you better than me. Okay, so before I start trolling, what I was trying to say is people don't even want to have that conversation. They're saying if you're going to do something that you know is going to upset me,
Yeah.
just don't let me know
Yeah.
and do it in a way that doesn't get back to
yeah,
you, right? But I don't think they're relating this to the partner. Do you think they should?
should what?
That's a conversation you should have with your partner if you open to that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, it is. If you're open to that, make it clear.
Yeah.
Make it clear what your clauses are. Definitely. Yeah.
I mean, cheating by definition is you can't do it respectfully because it's like a disrespectful act. It'd be like asking, like, is there a way I could slap you respectfully? I mean, unless it's in a bedroom type context, like, no. By definition, the idea of lying in that regards is always going to be disrespectful.
I like him when he beats me, but respectfully. Like, put a glove on. No, you're beating.
Please put some Street Fighter music. Round one. Yo, Guile was never a character I picked, but the music was fire.
Yo,
Like,
that.
I'd never been to America, but seeing Guile,
You never been to America?
when I was a kid, when I was watching.
Oh, okay.
But when I would hear that song, it made me want to like sign up as a soldier.
No, you felt patriotic for no goddamn reason.
Yeah, you were like, yo, let's just
I'm a whole kid from Canada
who needs some freedom?
wanting to join the army.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-da-da-da. I'm like, it gave me, that song gave me hope. Yo, that song gave me hope for no goddamn reason.
Hell yeah,
What?
hell yeah. Good song. Yeah.
It's, yeah,
That game changed me. It made me think that all Indians were long-limbed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yoga, flame. But anyways, all this to say, right? I don't think there's a respectful way to do it necessarily since the dawn of man. There's always been some understandings between a lot of men and a lot of women who are in relationships and marriages where one or both of the partners may have steps outside of the marriage for some needs, if you will. And those relationships have gone on and born grandkids and happy families per se. And I think when I hear this, it kind of just speaks to that history. Like for some people this works, you know? But I just wouldn't call that cheating. If you have an understanding with that person and you guys are on the same page, it's not cheating. Cheating means that they basically defy the rules that you set within a relationship, right? You sleeping with somebody else isn't cheating.
Necessarily.
Not necessarily, right? There's
It
another
depends on
person-
the understanding that you have with the person. That's what it is.
Exactly, right?
Today's video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. So VPN is basically an application or a web extension that you could use on your web browser or on your internet to mask your IP address, basically hiding your location from whatever website you're interacting with. Now, you might think, why would I want to hide where I'm at? It doesn't matter. Well, unfortunately, there are places that block you based off of your IP address. And so if you're trying trying to view online content, download certain things based off where you live, those things could be restricted. Now, I like watching TV shows, feel me? Sometimes they're foreign, feel me? And when that happens, basically I use a VPN to be able to bypass that so I can watch what I want to watch, because I feel like the internet's at its best when everything's accessible. If you use promo code ABBA and PREACH, you get 83% off plus 3 months free. So take advantage of the deal, watch what you want to watch, and don't be restricted by anyone's barriers. You deserve to go wherever you'd like to go.
Same thing, and this is common in a lot of other cultures too. In some cultures you can have multiple wives, in some cultures are sister wives. Like, this is not a new phenomenon of like, we're not monogamous, or we are, but then sometimes I get to step out. Like, it works for some people. So as long as you have an understanding with them, then who am I to judge? That's between y'all.
The girls, I'm sugar.
There you go. That's how I feel about it. But can you cheat respectfully? No.
Not by definition.
No, not by definition of the word. But if you guys have an understanding, you're like, you know what? Now, if you're going to do that whole thing, there are rules, right? No random kids out of nowhere, right? No none of the STDs, right? Don't let it be the talk around town, be private. There are ways to go about it.
Girl, you are the talk of the town. Sorry, that's my man face team. Sorry about that.
But, this is not for everyone. Some people are going to be revolted by this idea, and that's great. It's not your relationship the same way it's not mine.
At the end of the day, do you, boo-boo?
Yeah.
I used to say that there was levels to cheating.
It's levels.
So, you can get sucked. That don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
But, don't bite a bitch nothing. Don't make her feel special.
Right. You can't even do that.
Don't make
have
her
no
feel
baby
more
on me.
special than me.
Because she can't be more special than
Right.
me.
Okay. So this comes to another interesting point.
Which is
they see a man building an emotional bond with some other woman as far more treacherous than if he had made a physical bond with somebody else.
Absolutely. That's how they
Right?
be thinking, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, one of the first questions they're going to ask, the girls are going to ask, is going to be like, let's say you confess whatever, something happened. They're going to
Do
be
you
like,
love her?
that's the first thing.
Right.
Because it's far worse if there's love involved than it's not. Because the love belongs to me. But your body! It belongs to,
That's
the
true.
streets. But that's the first, that's what I seen. My girls, when it comes to me, it's like, yo, he did this and that, whatever. And they tell me, yeah, the first question I asked was that? I'm like, why? Why is that? Why you have to ask? I'm like, well, it is perceived that as worse, definitely.
It's different for men, though. Men, it's the opposite. But did you f*** him? That's what they're going to be concerned with.
Yeah, because it feels like you're tainted if you did. You know what I mean? It's the different dynamics.
It's a different dynamic.
Different dynamics.
It's a different
Guys
dynamic.
are going to be like, okay, so all these messages. All right, but did you? And then, nah. And if you find out, that's where they lose it. It's really crazy. It's just a dynamic.
Yeah.
Not saying that one person's perspective is worse than the other. I think we're just showcasing the difference in perspectives.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that men and women are different. It doesn't mean that one is better than the other one, but you can actually be different and just be great in your difference. It's just different. It's different ways of thinking. One is not better than the other one, right? One is not more logical than the other one. It's just two different things.
I'm inclined to agree.
Let's move to Denver and retire together. No, I need somebody that's
but
still...
sometimes people got millions
but
and
that's-
retired.
But I don't want that. I want to still have fun and build with my man. I want to build.
You want them to be active.
active.
Okay.
I need a person that values me.
Okay.
My person is at least 6 feet.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'5". I'm a big girl.
You're 5'5", you're a big girl. You're a hobbit. You're a whole hobbit. 5'5" ain't big. When you're a big girl, you start at 5'7". 5'7", a girl at 5'7", but 5'5", you're normal. You're the norm. You're not a big girl. You're 5'5". Simmer down. Jeez. You done got at 6 feet. Sure. Everybody got their
I think
preferences.
it's just a sexy number. That's what it is.
6? It is.
It's a sexy number. Because they would date someone who's 5'10" or 5'9" or 5'8". Like, they would. They just constantly say 6 feet because there's a prestige behind it. Because they know it's part of the master race. So they always go, ooh.
It is.
Ooh, I want my kids to be part of the master race.
It do be like that.
That's all it is. Because if you rolled up on them looking good at 5'10", they're going to jump on it. It's like girls, when you ask them to describe their perfect penile size, they'd be like, this long? Just take your 6 inches and stop complaining.
6 inches is fine.
Trying to make me feel like I'm
6
small.
feet though, because you know the average height for a man is like 5'8".
Okay, well, average ain't for me, sis.
But yeah, raises some interesting questions. Do you guys think there's a respectful way to do these things? What do you think about people who have these arrangements? Is that something that you'd be open to, or would you never? I feel like the kind of relationship that she's describing, most people would look at it like, ugh. and they would definitely look down upon that.
I see what you're saying. I'm not even gonna clown her for that. I see what you're saying. The way she said it was maybe a bit weird, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna go and trash and nah.
And one thing, guys, don't be saying stuff like, "Oh my God, this is today's generation." Make no mistake. This kind of infidelity, these kinds of arrangements, they've been around forever. The only difference is now it's out in the open. What was once taboo and not to be spoken of, like Voldemort, is everywhere.
Well, the who? Tommy Riddle.
Voldemort. So, it's everywhere. And I think it's just important for us to have honest discussions. We shouldn't paint the past in rosy images, talk about my grandparents. Trust me, okay? A lot of your grandparents are straight up lying. They just stayed together through the infidelity.
I was just better at lying because I was a norm. Lying about
So
this
it's
shit.
so it's important to have these discussions in honest terms. Let's not pretend like today's completely different. But that's just my thoughts on it. So, what do you guys think about what was said in this video? You guys agree or disagree? I want to hear about you in the comments below. And if you like today's video, leave a like, comment, all right, support, hit the algorithm,
Share, subscribe,
give me
comment.
that content.
Come on now.